G'day boys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be explaining every Fragpunk character, putting them into a tier list and then giving you pros and cons on why and not to use them. And this will be all based on my personal experience from playing in Punkmaster, which is the highest rank in the game. So first off, we've got Pathogen. She is an instant S tier. She should be played in every single game. The reason for it is that every single of her abilities is fucking goated. One, she has heals. She's the only person on your team or in the game that can heal. And this heal can stack as well, so you can double heal yourself and instantly heal back up to like full HP in a matter of about 5 to 10 seconds. It's also AoE heal as well, so you can basically heal your entire team back to full HP if you all group together, which has happened quite a lot and is just so overpowered if you really think about it, because everyone takes individual fights defaulting around. Some get kills, some go very low HP, they come back to you, you can heal everyone back to full HP to commit to a site, and that's just fucking crazy. And then moving on to her trap ability, this trap ability has won so many rounds. Like people putting him on the bomb and then putting him on the bomb, and then the defenders coming to defuse the bomb sometimes don't clear the bomb and they get triggered, and that's just 10-15 seconds gone, and that's literally makes or breaks round wins. Like people get clutched up just for having a Pathogen molly on the bomb. It's also very good for flanking enemies, but if you have like a hollow point or a nitro, it's best to hold on to both of your poison traps. It's also good for clearing out sites when you do push. There is some lineups you can throw that will clear out, because it's not just an automatic trigger, you can actually manually trigger as well. So you can throw it back site, lands, manually trigger, and it clears out enemies when you're pushing a site. So that's very helpful as well. Her walls are really good for flanking as well and defending. Defending, you can pop a wall up in a choke point, and that's locked off the rest of the game until someone shoots it. So if you are stacking up on A, you can put your walls on B, and if you hear someone shooting him to get in the site, that means you can rotate and go towards B. And then you also have your traps on site to stop them from pushing in or planting in normal default spots, which is absolutely crazy because this game is so hectic and you have so many abilities going on and so many nades and utility usage. Some people just forget to clear the site, and that free molly trigger stops them from planning in a normal position, puts them out of position, and then you might get a free kill from them going, oh shit, it's a Molotov, and moving out of it. So all round S tier hero.
Ooh, don't forget to subscribe.
Next up is Hollow Point. I would put her in S tier, but I reckon she's an A tier hero out of all. Her AWP ability, which is the Hollow Point AWP, is pretty damn good. It's exactly the same as the sniper essentially, but the thing is with this is that you can be versatile with it, so you can get an entry pick on defense every single round if you can, and then you can pull out a rifle as well. When you have a sniper, you only got your secondary pistol, so that means you're kind of denied in what you can do if you're just using one sniper, unless you're goated and you just hit 360s. But you have a sniper, you have a main weapon, and you can have blasters as well, which is a really deadly combo. Her wall for info is really good because it helps in nearly every single scenario. So if you take a pod shot, let's say down mid, take a pod shot, you miss, you're like, oh shit, you can just bang your wall up behind cover, and if anyone's rushing to push you, they get insta-pinged, and then you can obviously kill them because you have your rifle out. So that's really handy. It also helps with clearing sites and pushing up to objectives. It's like a smoke screen as well. Obviously people can shoot through it, but it can really wall off a position and you can walk in, which is really good if you utilize it correctly. But compared to like Pathogen and Nitro, the next one, their abilities are just so much more better than hers. Hollow Point is a bit more individualistic because of the sniper. It requires quite a lot of aim, but I would say in Punkmaster, usually a Hollow Point usually would get a pick, but the blasters just kind of push her off and make her a bit useless because you just smoke, flash, nade, and she doesn't really get much really utilized if you're versing a really good attacking team. Her traps are pretty decent. They're just really good for just putting on flank. Always have one on flank. If you're playing Hollow Point, if you're playing Nitro, just always have a trap on the flank. There's no need to not have one. And then you also put a tracker near the bomb site, which is really good. I see a lot of Hollow Points never utilizing their traps correctly, which is really bizarre because that shit is a permanent marker. It's like a cipher cam once it sticks you. Like you have to stand still to remove it, and it pings you every couple of seconds. Like it's really good if you can get them on the enemy team. So have one on the flank if you don't have any other trap heroes like Jagger, Nitro, etc. And then when you plant the bomb, just scatter them around the side a little bit, because people will not be looking for them because they're rushing into sight trying to fight you. So utilize it correctly, and she's a very good hero. Nitro, S tier. She is undoubtedly one of the best. I would say she's better than Pathogen, straight up. She has so much fucking potential on defense and attack because of her wall boost. Her wall boosts are disgusting. You can get free picks on defense and attack if people are not aware of your boost. There's so many groundbreaking boosts in this game that they nerf some and then another one gets found the next day. Like, it's crazy. You can see people through the fucking spawn walls and wait for the spawn walls to go in and then kill them, because that's how crazy the boosts are on defense and attack. Post-plant positions are crazy on Nitro. Just defending on headies, because there's so many good angles Nitro are going to have that you're forced to fight the little head. And if you have the shard cards that give you like less headshot damage or invul heads, like, you can't kill her. She's fucking impossible to kill. Like, she's undoubtedly the best hero. And then that's not only what she has fucking 2 turrets, which 1 can watch the flank, 2 can stop an aggressive push because people are like, oh shit, I gotta look up the turret, and you just mow them down. Is also good for post-plant position as well. Like, all round amazing utility. And then she has a fucking chug. The chug drone, you can literally go into site, destroy all the util, and distract the enemy. So you can go into site and clear all Nitro's traps or any other traps for any other agent with the chug without putting anyone in danger. You can also solo info. Oh my god, it's just so good over out. Like, if you don't have a Nitro on your team, you're low-key kind of throwing. Like, if you don't have any of the people in the S tier, you're kind of throwing. So if you know how to utilize her boosts, utilize her chug, and just help the team push sites and then hold it with the wall boosts, or hold sites with the wall boost, like, you're in such a good position to just win nearly every single round if you're set up correctly. Now, Broker, this one is an iffy one for me. I want to put him in A, but his abilities are a bit lackluster, so I'm going to put him in B tier because of his smoke wall is really good when you're pushing sites, but it's just not that amazing because people can just push through it pretty easily compared to the smoke walls, because the smoke clouds are a lot more like thicker and round. This one's kind of a bit slimmer. So when you come out of the smoke, you can see the enemies pretty quick compared to a normal smoke grenade. It is good that it's just a line. So if you're pushing like straight linear on the site, it's not too bad, but most sites are not linear, so it doesn't get a lot of use out of it. So in that sense, it's not an amazing ability. And then you move on to his nades, his like little heat-seeking mines. They're pretty decent, but if you're just playing at distance, you just shoot them and they're just useless. It's good to get info, like, so if you rotate, you put one down and the enemies have to destroy it before they go in. But the easiest way to do it, you just fucking run through it and they don't get you. They all just blow up. Because they're heat seeking, so if you're shift walking, they'll get you. But if you just fucking just run through with your knife out, like, they don't get you. They don't heat seek you, so they need to buff it in that sense, because you're like, oh, this guy's got mines here. He's not playing here. I heard him rotate. You just run through the mines, you explode them all, you take no damage. Like, they don't follow you, so it's pretty useless. And then his rocket launcher is very situational. A lot of people just go 1-for-1 with him. So he just picks the corner with a rocket launcher, jumps, goes to shoot, you kill him, and the rocket launcher either kills you or you take big damage. So overall, he's just kind of useless compared to a lot of other characters. I've seen people utilize him pretty well, but like, that's just their individual skill shining through. Now, Circuit, I'm gonna put Circuit in A tier, only because I've seen really good Circuit players, but they're such a rarity because people don't know how to understand and play her kit. She's such an aggressive and passive at the same time. So she has a suck-in kind of like field, so she puts down like an AoE and it sucks you into the middle. The only way to get out is to kind of jump and knife, similar to Spider's traps. And if you know your lineups on Circuit, you can suck, nade on Molotov, and like, you get a kill every single time. Even if you have a teammate and like, you guys coordinate lineups, you can molly and then nade and then you get a kill, or you do a fuck ton of damage every single time. It's so good on defense, but it's also so good on attacking as well. So like, you're like, oh, someone's in that corner behind that door. You put it in, sucks him in, you get a free kill. You have her teleportation, which goes really well with her wall ability. So she does like a sandstorm wall that like moves and you can stop it anytime you want. And when you teleport, you can throw your smoke screen and then teleport inside your smoke, and then you can just follow along with it and then teleport backside. And some people are completely unaware of this because the sandstorm makes a noise when you throw it, and so does the little ball. The ball makes like a little sound, and some people might not pick up on it if there's lots of sound cues going around them. So you can teleport behind that enemy and get a free kill. It also slows people, slows the enemies. So if you're on the smoke screen, it actually slows enemies, but for allies and yourself, it doesn't smoke. So you can go in and out and play inside that smoke and be very aggressive and poke. And if they get lucky, they can spray you through. But like, you can just do some very outplay maneuverabilities in there, and it's really good. So you can go super aggressive with their teleport, and you can also teleport through the teleports, of course. So you can just bop through because you're really tiny to hit, and some people just don't hit you. So you can smoke down mid and then just go straight through it with your teleport, and then go through the teleport, and then you're in their spawn on the map Tundra. And like, they're like, oh fuck, and then that kind of fucks their defense up because someone's going to be looking at spawn for you, and then you can kind of flank A really quick, get a free pick, or just disrupt their whole defense line. So if you know how to play Circuit, like, she's a very valuable character to pick, but there's not many people that know how to play her correctly. So you just usually see her at the bottom because people are just not using her abilities to the best ability that they can be used, you know? So I reckon she's a strong A tier if played correctly. That can be said for most of these characters, but like, I'm saying Circuit from a Punkmaster view, that she can have so much impact and disruption on attack and so much defense value on the defensive side. Circuit's teleport, once you're in the ball, you can actually see enemy players. You obviously can't see what they are because they appear as a mini sandstorm as well, but that also allows you to get info on defense early rounds. So you pop a teleport early round, you can go right down B main or A main or whatever and be like, there's no one here, and then you can teleport and start flanking, or you just recall and rotate to the other side. It's really powerful for early info on attack and defense. Spider got nerfed pretty hard, so like, if you're playing him, you shouldn't be playing. I'm putting him D. Spider mains, kiss my ass, all right? He's fucking terrible. Like, the only good thing about Spider was his teleports, but they all got nerfed. So you can still fucking throw your teleport, like, I mean, you pull in, teleport the enemies. You pull them in, grabs them in, but that got nerfed, so people can just kind of like walk out of it now. You used to have to like time your dash, jump and dash out of it, but now like the pull is a delay in the pull, so people just fucking walk out of it before it starts pulling, and it's just useless now. Maybe in low elo people don't like him, but he's been nerfed to the ground. His teleport, his team teleport, so you could teleport on both sides. So if you wanted to quick rotate, you could just teleport from A to B instantly. And that was so fucking crazy because you'd be like, oh, they're pushing A. And then 3 players on the B side just instantly teleport, and it's a 5v5 on A side. So in that sense, he was very broken. But after the nerfs he received, he's just kind of useless. And if you're picking him, you just like clutch picking him for the reason to play him. That's legit it. Also, Spider's Trap, I would say, is probably the best thing in his ability kit at the moment. It's a really annoying trap because sometimes you can't see if it's placed in really awkward positions, and that complete just blind of your screen and then slow movement speed can usually end up getting a free kill on defense or attack, depending. So like post plant, very good. But like, that's kind of funny saying that his trap is now the best thing in his ability kit because of the nerfs, but I'd say don't pick him. He's just a waste. And now we have good old Kismet. Kismet. I'm going to put her in S tier. All 3 of her abilities are very good. So she has an info ability where she can scan a big AoE in front of her. The drawback is that you have to be very close to it, but if you're pushing a site, you can literally clear half the site with her scan. And it doesn't matter if you're staying still, like Sonia, for example, you can just stay still on her scans, but like, you have to move out of the way. It gives you that opportunity, gives you that audio cue, gives that visual cue to get out of the way. But if you're like hiding back sight, waiting for them to push on, they scan you, like you either have to get scanned or push into their line of sight. So it's really good. And obviously if you get scanned, she can just hit you with her fucking AoE native death. This shit does so much damage if you get caught in it. Obviously there's a long like charge up time where like you get so much Like you get the little indicator that it's on you, you're in its AoE. But like if timed correctly, like it's so stupid how much damage this fucking does. And you could just fucking, you got 2 of them as well. It's like, bop, wait, and then bop. Like even post plant, you just throw one and they've off the bomb. You can clear back sights with it. People have to tank damage. And in this game, obviously you get damage indicators. So if there is someone back sight, you'll see you get that fucking blicky damage on him. And you're like, oh, there's one back there and he's fucking low because he tanked my fucking AoE grenade. So those 2 abilities are amazing. And then she has a fucking teleport. Like, damn. So Kismet's teleport is really good because it goes invisible, but you can't see anyone either. So you're just kind of like playing for luck. You do hear footsteps though, and they can also hear you teleporting as well. So you've got to be very careful in where you teleport to, and you must have a lot of information in game when you TP. It's also a good get out of free card as well. Like you're stuck in mid, you're like, oh, ninja fucking Naruto signs, and you just teleport out and go behind cover. It's very good in that sense, for sure, getting away, but it's also good for just teleporting back behind someone in A site. So you know someone's sitting back on A site, and you're like, all right, cool, I'm just going to teleport on the other side of him. You might get the sound, you might be aware of where the defense player is, and he might be aware of where you are, but that disruption, he's like, oh fuck, I gotta look at 2 different angles now, is really good. Also, some people are just unaware of the sound cue as well, and you can get a free kill from it. So she's really good. She has such a good utility kit, and I would say, like, if you don't have a Kismet, you've never played it, you should definitely learn her because you will be surprised at how good all 3 of her abilities are. Next up is Corona, and he has such great aggressive abilities. Like if you're just an aggressive player all around, Corona is the man for you. However, I don't think he's S tier worthy, so I'm going to put him in front of yeah, I'll put him in front of Circuit because Corona can be a lot more impactful than Circuit, depending on the player for sure. But Corona's abilities are meant for someone who wants to be an entry fragger, for someone that just wants to get in the enemy's face and fuck shit up. Like he is the epitome of I'm coming at you, get yourself ready. Corona has a dash, a flash, like his body becomes an embodiment of a flash, and then he also has a little Molotov that gives boost movement speed. It's really good to just entry frag with this guy. In Punkmaster, the only Coronas I've ever seen are people that top frag or bottom frag with them. There's no in between. I've never seen an average Corona. He's either top fragging and being a menace against you, or he's bottom fragging and getting 0 impact. That's the only fucking thing I've seen in Punkmaster. So his ability, you combo his flash, you flash yourself because it's got a little timer at the bottom. So you flash yourself, you wait them, and then you dash where the enemy's line of sight is going to be, and that completely blinds them. It also has like its own little animation effect over your screen. It's like a little eye flash. And doing this is, say, like you're risking your life to flash them, essentially. So if you flash them and they're not like fucking god gamers with game sense of your trajectory, they're going to absolutely beam you through the sky and trace you while full blind. It's happened a couple of times, I'm not going to lie, but the chance of that happening consistently is very, very low. So doing that literally allows you to get a free kill unless you just whiff. And then you also combo that with your movement speed before, it makes you fucking dash even quicker and further. And it's just an all-round amazing ability to go and entry frag. It doesn't blind your teammates either, so they can come in with you and either retrade you if you get killed or just come in with you and help you clear sight. So if you want entry fragger, Corona is very good. He's very good in just clearing those initial angles, very good against snipers as well because he dashes very high up. So some people probably can't flick that high, and if they're double scoped, you probably won't be either. So like a hollow point and she's double scoped like down mid or down B main or whatever, and like you can just jump over it, we'll flash them, but they'll be like, what the fuck? Because they'll just see you go like this and they won't hit you, you know? So that fucking dash and that movement speed can just allow you just to go straight in sight, and if people are unprepared for it, you can get two kills for free. So he is a very impactful player, but then it goes down to the individual, like the raw individual power of the player behind him. We got Zeff here, the invisible chick. I'm putting her in C because I think all of her abilities are pretty shite, okay? I just fucking shoot her when she goes invisible. Like, her sound cues are so obvious, and the people that play her are just so obvious. So it's like, oh, you went invis, I'm just going to shoot because I can hear you walking, and you just get the damage indicator. Then she goes at it because once you damage her when she's invis, she just comes out and she's got to pull her gun back out because she had her knife out. So she just get insta beamed. She used to be like good back when I was learning the game. She used to be able to stab people, get backstabs, go on viz, do really nasty things. But at the moment, she's just not that good. Like, she goes invisible, you just fucking shoot her. It's just not that great. I think, like, if you're playing her, you gotta have like really well veteran experience on her. Otherwise, you're just wasting an agent slot. And her last ability is like the teleport back to her knife. I think this is pretty useful, but her other two abilities are pretty useless in high elo. So if she's taking a fight, let's say she's lurking on the opposite side when you're attacking, and she just does some info, fights another player, maybe gets a kill or does some damage, and then she can just teleport to the other side and help the rest of your team attack the other side. So doing that kind of disruptive is quite good, but just the invisible, not only being able to knife, sound cues just give her away. She can't shoot you, she can only knife you. It might be good if you have the dash, but it's just like the long dash cut. It's just not good. Every time she goes invisible, I just fucking kill her. It's the same with basically every other lobby. Like, you have a Zeff, she just gets insta rinsed. Just not worth the pick. She's a bit better than Spider though, for sure. But these two characters, just don't pick them, you know, honestly. I mean, you can play what you want, play what makes you happy, but she kind of ass. Next up is Jagger. I think Jagger is very underutilized. I think he's one of the most underutilized characters in the game. I want to put him in, I low-key want to put him in A, but I'm going to put him in B because of just people not knowing how to play him. So he is another info character, just like kind of like Sonia, and he can do great things if you utilize, you know, his utility correctly. So he has a trap live wire, which is probably one of the most noticeable traps because it's like electricity. It's like zzz. It's like very easy to see and find. But if people get trapped in it, it slows their speed, does a bit of damage to them, and then you can use your other ability on him, or if you're low HP, he can basically see you when you're close by or a little bit further distance in your line of sight, like through walls and shit, which can be a great indicator, especially if you're in a clutch situation or you're pushing site that players have already been damaged on. That can be a very good utilization of his abilities, and then his cloud info is so good. So if you can push your cloud up, and then if someone's there, it goes into a black cloud that pings their location. So you can get a free kill to shoot through them, kill them. If you ping someone, they're like, oh shit, and they rush out, you can kill them when they're going into your line of sight. And on top of that, you can actually creep into that own shadow and then backstab them. For an example, if they're pushing down like a lane, like say just B side or whatnot, they're pushing down that lane. What you can do is you ping them with that. They're like, oh shit, so they get out of it because they don't want to be fucking pinged and shot through the smoke. And then you can just creep into it because no one is going to be in it. And if people do come into it after, you get free kills, maybe 2 or 3, depending if they pass you, or maybe 1 and then you get traded, but then you'll have the info that, you know, so-and-so are here, or only one's here, care the fake, they're going B, they're going A, you know? So in a sense, I think Jaeger's the most underplayed player because of his abilities not fully being understood, and I'm in that category as well. I've only played him a couple of times, and I think I've really underutilized his abilities. He could be a much better character, but I don't think I've seen anyone do crazy things with him yet, and I haven't done anything personally. So I think maybe in the future he might go up. I think he has the ability to go up in this list for sure, but I just haven't seen it. Ooh, Sonia, my favorite, straight to S tier. Nah, I can't do that. I want to put her in S tier because I love her. She is so fucking good. Her abilities are amazing because no one fucking uses them correctly but me. I know. Stick up my ass. I know, stick up my ass. But I'm gonna put him in low A because if using her abilities correctly, also I will be creating a guide on Sonia because I don't see anyone in my games play her correctly. I see people pick her, but they never use her abilities to the best of, like, they don't use them the best way possible to help their team and help themselves get frags and clear positions. So Sonia's echolocation beam, where you put down, it pings like an echo, like a little circle. If people stop moving in that ability, they don't get pinged, but if they're moving and it will ping them live, and you'll see the outline, you'll see them on the map and stuff like that. It also pings all traps as well. So you put that down before you push a site, you see where all the traps are for your team, which allows them to get to shoot them before they, you know, go, oh, in the site and go, oh, fuck, look everywhere. So it allows them just to go out, ping them, or like that, and it stops from enemies from moving. So if enemies, for example, we'll continue with the defense side, they're sitting like backside and they're like, oh shit, I can't move, and like swing to peek one and then fall back because I'm gonna get pinged. Or people will get pinged and then run away and move outside the range, which is okay, but because you put that down, they're basically stuck in that one position, because they get pinged, they're probably going to get rinsed by the rest of the team. And she's really good at poking early info on defense side. So attacking side, you can ping all the traps, you can ping any pushing enemies and whatnot. So on defense, you can push a bit aggressive and put your staff down. Like in mid here, you can ping early, get all of the A short info that people are pushing, because obviously they can't destroy it. Also, anyone lurking mid or any traps mid, so it allows that opportunity to push through, destroy traps mid, and then maybe fall back or continue pushing. It also allows you to get easy control, because people can't move when it pings you, like when it's about to ping you. So obviously when I verse Sonia players, I time it. So I'm like, okay, it's going to ping now, and then I'm going to move for 2 seconds, and then I stop, and then ping. I'm not going to get pinged. But that slowing down stops people from getting good timings on you, and you can get the good timings on them, if that makes sense to you, because it stops them from being able to push or shift walk quicker, because they have to physically stop. And then you have her E ability, which is like the little fucking boom, like pulse beam. So this has got some good distance on it, and this can clear full clear angles and full clear like back sight and stuff like that, because people don't want to get trapped in it, because when you catch them in it, excuse me, they have about 3 seconds to get out of it. Otherwise it shoots them up in the air. So if you're pushing sight and you put this back sight and it will ping them, you'll see the live ping on them, because it stays a live ping, like a live expose, and they have to move out of it, otherwise they get shot in the air. So you can see them move to the left, and you just pre-fire them if they're about to peek you, or vice versa. So people have to move out of it, and people usually instinctively just move out of it because like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get, I don't know what's going on. I'm pinged, I gotta move. Because if they don't move, you get shot in the air and you just get a free kill anyway, because it stuns you and pushes you up in the air. So that's really good. It's also very good at helping your teammates get kills and secure sites, as well as letting your teammates peek aggressive angles. So if, for example, if your teammate's pushing a site on the water map with a little water fountain, you can hold your ability there and ping the short, and like you just wait like 2 seconds and you ping it, because the enemy can be there. If there's no enemy there, your teammate can push, but if the enemy is there, your teammate can peek and maybe get a free kill, or he can push up because the enemy had to fall back because of my ability. It's great info collector, and it's also great disrupt as well. So both abilities are fantastic. And then my favorite, well, I wouldn't say my favorite, but I really like it, is the silent step, which makes all teammates and yourself in the certain AoE silent for 2 seconds. This can be crazy if you couple it with some shard cards like fast movement speed for the first 5 seconds, 15 seconds, or fast movement speed or whatnot, or melee dash. You just silent step before the round starts, like, you know, 1 second, you click the ability and you guys just fucking full push. And because usually people are waiting for some sound cues, you can be, oh, it ends, and like you're right next to them, like, oh shit, and then you just get rammed down. This works really good with barrier destruction as well. It's just a top tier card if you have teammates that are good at collaborating with you. So I would put her S tier because I love her so much, because she's such a good fucking character. But I reckon an A tier, because people sometimes don't like to work as a team. Oh, Axon. I want to put him in A tier as well. I'd say maybe above Circuit. Like, Corona and Axon are both individually demanding characters, because Axon's guitar is very good at being aggressive, and his nade spams, because he has like 12 nades in his util, which rich recharge as well, which is crazy. So you can spam clear like rooms, because you get damage indicators. So you can spam clear, destroy traps, if someone's backside, just spam nade him, forcing him out of that position into the line of sight of one of your teammates. Like, he's really good, but he is quite demanding with the slide shotgun aim, because I've seen a lot of people just suck whiff at him because they need to aim with the shotgun. So some people really lack with that. Great movement. He also has anti-flash as well, so your teammates can flash you in. So I've rarely seen anyone utilize this, but your teammates flash you in, you go in with your goggles, and you don't get flashed. Enemies are blind, but you're not blind. And then boop, boop, shotgun, boop, boop, shotgun, boop, boop, you know? Like, it's really fucking good if you have a really good player on this character. And I've seen Axon like single-handedly win games before, because people just fucking don't know how to deal with his nuisance of being really fast to push and being nade spammed. So I think, like, if you have a really good Axon on your team, the likelihood of you winning is very high. But a lot of people can't play him because they're not good enough to play him, or simply don't understand how to play him, so he's not in an S tier. I want to put him in S tier, but the chances of meeting good Axon players is very low. But if you're a really good aimer, play Axon and Corona, you're gonna have a fucking great time. And my boy Chummy, I'm gonna have to put him in B tier because of his chompers. His chompers can be good, but you just instantly shoot him and they're fucking useless. Some people don't shoot him, which makes no sense, because you just have to shoot him a couple of times, a couple of bullets, and they're gone. It's good for info, and it's also good for like post plants, also flanks, because they can blow up at you. So for example, if you're in a 1v1, you just put all your explosive chums down and you just play around the box, jiggle a little bit, and if you get shot, the chums kind of aggro onto him, so they go shoot the chums, and then you kind of peek when the chums are aggro and he's shooting the chums, you kill him in that 1v1 scenario. But overall, like, all these agents, heroes, characters, whatever you want to call them, above him are just simply better. He has a good trap. It's like, I would say it's a pretty decent trap. It's better than Jagger's traps for sure, but it's not as good as like a spider trap in terms of noticeability, but it gets the job done. You can trap flanks with it. You can trap bombs with it. You can trap just on site. You can do a lot of utility usage just like other traps, but it's just a basic one. His smoke grenades are pretty decent, so this allows you to have smoke grenades in your arsenal, and as well as blasters and all that. Instead of just having a restrictive smoke blaster, you can have a nade blaster or a Molotov blaster, because you have that extra smoke ability. But yeah, he's just like, his abilities are decent, but they're not as good as the rest. So I'd say Chum, maybe if he gets a reworked, maybe some different like chums, a bit maybe faster speeds or something like that. But yeah, they just die way too quickly. And you getting pinged, so like when they do info pings, is pretty useful to get like early info with him sometimes, as well as leaving one on like a lurk angle is pretty decent, but overall it's just not super strong. And finally, the latest addition, the Dex, the furry Velociraptor. I have a quarrel with him. People probably won't agree with him because everyone's playing him right now. Like, every single game there's always a Dex on each team, because everyone's like, he's so good, he gets that early info, you can get free kills on him. But like, in the higher lobbies, like when he turns into the lizard, you get 30 HP. And 30 HP is one bullet, okay? So one bullet from a rifle and you're gone. So maybe he gets one bullet in you, you get one bullet in him, that's it. Sure, you get some early info, but sometimes I've seen Dex players literally lose because they put their fucking like respawn beacon back in spawn and they run out, and they're like, they don't get shot or anything, or they play way too passive and they just get fucking teleported back to base and they're just leaving their team to like fight. So it's like a 2v2, he teleports back to base, and 2v1 on side, he's not going to get there and they lose. That's a very specific scenario, but I've seen it quite a lot. I see a lot of people just go aggressive with him, then it's just kind of silly because Dex just gets put into a trap. Oh, Dex is flanking, let me just go look behind. Boom, 30 HP gone. I don't even take damage. Overall, it's like, it was nice to have like kind of a mix-up ability like this, but then he teleports back, he has 120 HP, so he's already disadvantaged, didn't get much play out of it. If he gets a kill, it's fucking fantastic, but in these high elos lobbies, I just rarely see him actually getting first picks in the round. He usually ends up just getting shot. The other player just either gets heals or just grabs a healing orb, so he doesn't get much use out of that. His traps are pretty fucking shit. You just jump over him and just don't shoot him. I see a lot of people shooting him in the first like day or two when he was released, but I just like yell at my teammates like, don't shoot it. You just lose HP because it takes like 30 HP off you. I'm pretty sure it's 30, or is it 20? I think it's 20 actually. 20 HP off you if you shoot it. But it's so fucking obvious. It's just a fucking lizard holding an eye. Like, just don't shoot it. If you run into it, you take damage as well. It also triggers it. So you just fucking jump dash over it. It's that fucking easy. His abilities are fucking useless, to be honest with you. Like, he just gets that early info, potentially a pick, but in higher levels, like, people are expecting people to push. So he just gets rinsed. I personally would take any of the other S or A characters over Dex. Maybe if the Dex player was fucking goated as fuck and he could just insta-headshot everyone before they shot his 30 HP away, then for sure, go Dex, mate. Go Dex. But, like, you'd probably just rather go Kismet, push behind, kill one, teleport away. You know, probably better in that sense. But I'm putting Dex in B tier. I would say high B tier over Chum. Oh, but Chum has better abilities. I'll put him behind B. Maybe, yeah, I'm putting him behind Jagger because I think Jagger will be more utilized than Dex. Dex is overplayed currently, and I think he's overrated as fuck. This is just my personal opinion, so don't get offended at any of my opinions, but I think this is probably the cleanest tier list ever for now, of course, because of the current changes. This is in tune with Season 1, Chapter 2. I think Nitro, Pathogen, and Kismet are the 3 best heroes in the game, and they should be ran every single game. You can kind of get away with not using Kismet, but I think Nitro and Pathogen are the 2 that should always be played no matter what, because of how much you get out of their utility, how much round winning utility, that you can win rounds because of their utility. That's how good and powerful they are. So in this sense, I think I've knocked it on the head with this. Of each character, the pros and cons have been pretty decent so far as well. But overall, I think this is a pretty solid tier list. People obviously won't agree, but I don't care. I've played enough to know what's what, and you won't see me playing any of these characters here. I won't be playing Chum, Jagger. I might play Jagger. I actually might play Jagger to learn and try and see if I can utilize his ability like Sonia, like Sona. Because Sona is very good. I want to put her in S tier because, you know, I'm a Sona lover, and a guide will be coming soon about that. But this is my tier list. If you want me to do a guide on any one of these, I can play Nitro, Pathogen, and Circuit, Sona, Hollow Point, Corona. Excuse me, at a very good level. So if you want any guides from them, just let me know in the comments below. Obviously, don't forget to subscribe. But hope you enjoyed, hope you learned some things, and I'll catch you in the next one. Mwah.